I was under the weather and therefore unable to stream what I wanted to stream so badly, Elden Ring's DLC. Being the responsible person I am, I chose not to even look at or play this game for even a second between when I last was live and now. And I opened up the game and remembered I really messed up. I makey a mistakey, oh god. So we went up here and we did a little snaky wakey path all the way through this area. We wandered around here. We got to Rallana. There were R's, L's, and N's all over this name. We managed to beat the Twin Moon Knight, got out here to one of the most beautiful vistas overlooking this incredible plateau. And what I said was, I don't have that much time left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, now that I have the map, I'm going to descend down here into this swampy area. I started to curl my way here. And before I went down into this underlying area where there's a whole bunch of little monsters, I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go right there real quick on a super quick, real quick run to get this map. So here is the barrier in front of which I've explored. I've explored all here. So here's my little marking system. So I've explored this whole area. I haven't gone up here because that's what this means. I haven't gone down here because that's what this means. So I thought maybe let me just do some sort of suicide run. And then I was getting chased by giant monsters and bears, and I entered into the Fog Rift catacombs, and now I'm like, whoops. Now I'm like, ugh. So maybe we'll never get to this map stone. I don't know. Maybe I actually should have gone from below, underneath. Maybe this is the way to go through it. I assumed it wasn't because this looked like an uncrossable waterfall to me. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? So as we hop in, I'd like to... Oh, yeah, let me move this over here. Remind everyone we're a backseating free street. Oh, wait. Why is my thing not loading? Hold on. Why is it... Hold on. Everyone hold. Technological issue. Okay, wait, hold on. Watch this. The payoff's going to be amazing. Reminder to everyone that we are a spoiler-free stream. Ha ha! Now, where on earth am I? Let me go ahead and turn on my pants. There we go. If you know the T-Rex's I make it a mistakey has made its way into my normal lexicon. It is a great line. First thing I do is just try to make sure that we can't go down. We got good old Steak America. And just our usual... Oh, wait, is that this? Oh, hold on. I accidentally bumped my green screen. Oh my god, these little guys. Welcome back. Oh, I see. My camera... It's just... My camera got really tired. Decided to fall down. Go ahead and tighten you up. There you go. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to try to get through here, hopefully exit enough, because I have a couple of tasks I want to do. One is exploring this area. Another is exploring these high ground plateaus. Here, I actually see one of the banners that I want to get to. There's also a few other things. Oh yeah, there's a teleporter there. I actually want to change that to be one of... There we go. I have a lot of stuff I want to do. And can I just say, I think that this is the beauty of this game. There's an articulation that I've been working on a little bit. Let me know what you think. I feel like there are Easter eggs. Let's talk about Easter eggs a little bit. I have played so many games where, hey, if you turn this corner and go down this path, there's actually a hidden little area. Who has played a FromSoft game before, huh? I can't be fooled. Okay, so let's think about Easter eggs. Maybe there's some little offshoot hidden path where there's some interesting, mysterious thing that is alluring to you. You look around the corner, you manage to get in there. Oops. And you see that Easter egg, and it's rewarding and satisfying and good and positive, right? So I'm certain I will need to get onto this. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Holy, oh my god. Video game. I jumped twice. Okay. Let's imagine there's a game where there's little Easter eggs. Hey, if you go down this path, there's something cool at the other end. I have played single-player games in which there's maybe 4 or 5 Easter eggs. And so, once you maybe just go to a single web page, it's like, dude, there's just these 4 Easter eggs. And it's kind of fun until you begin to look up any information or until you have found all of them, and then you're done. It's over. And again, I want to stress that idea of there's only like 5 Easter eggs in this example. Then there's games like Dota 2, where some small percentage of the time, if Hero A and Hero B are next to each other, they will have specialized, unique dialogue that they say to each other. And they have thousands of these. Not 5 of them, thousands. Even if you tried to look up all of them, there's no way you can actually wrap your head around it in an easy way. As a result, I am 4,000 hours deep in Dota, and I still find new dialogue that I haven't heard before. I knew I had to go up there. Oops. And this is kind of how I feel about Elden Ring. I am curious about this thing here. I am curious about how do I get to this Skidoo tree fragment. I'm curious what's up here. There's also this enormous tower that I saw over here. When I was over here, I looked down, and there's this whole red area where there's a little flamey-o hot man down there. There's also this entire plateau that I'm like, man, when am I going to get around to this thing? Because I still want to go down here to this Morth Highway South where there's this crazy dragon. Speaking of which, I haven't killed this dragon yet. Like, there's so much stuff. All right, I don't think I can hop onto that. There's so much stuff that it's like no amount of spoiling could possibly have that sort of, oh, I see, I can kind of hold everything in my head. I mean, even if I replayed through Elden Ring again, it would not surprise me if I still had that sense of amazement and wonder. This build is so optimized. It would still probably cause that for me. So, yeah, I don't know. I just think that this game is absolutely marvelous. Yellow Fulgur Bloom. So I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Just this whole idea of if you... Because, again, there's this kind of idea in production development of, man, we really, really shouldn't put in too many secret areas because if we have 5 zones and we make 2 secret zones... Oh, my God. This is definitely a FromSoft game. What? I was holding the button. I was holding the button, though. Okay. This is the game. This is Elden Ring. I was holding the button. Look at that, I'm holding it. Hold on, let me show you again. There it is. You know what? I'm in the mood. Sort. Attack power. Still have a medium roll. I mean, that's fun. Dude, I just love that you can smash things down. So great. Feels so good. We're getting close to being able to medium roll and have all of our equipment out at the same time. It's so good. Slughead says, I never see streamers use a shield. Dude, let me tell you something. Our build is a brick with a brick. A brick and a brick. And occasionally we're a brick with a stick when we pull out the other one. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I should switch this. Here's the stick. Something where, like, in production, if you say to yourself, I remembered what I was talking about because I'm back to the area where I started saying it. There's this thing in production of, well, dude, why would we actually want to give 2 secret zones and 5 regular zones? We should actually let everyone see those 7 zones, right? We're wasting our money if we do that. And I think there's a certain logic to that with certain number amounts where, okay, why would we want to have the Painted World of Ariamis or the ability to go back to the Undead Asylum in Dark Souls 1? Why would we want to create these optional zones? Hell, even the Depths is an optional area. Why would we want to do that if so many players will just not see it? And I think the argument is, well, yeah, if you have like 10 zones and 1 is secret, but if you have like 6 major zones and 10 of them are hard to find and hard to get to, or like in Elden Ring, if you have like 50 areas that are entirely optional, like the entire Halictree, Deeproot Depths, you don't have to go to any of these places. Technically, Mog. Volcano Manor is optional. I missed it my first run. Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh yeah, the Ash Lake, things like that. Like, it starts to, if you get enough of those things, I think that it creates this effect that is like the equivalent of, wow, that's way more than the sum of its parts. All right, guy. All right, am I the fool? Yeah. Roll back just in case. Hear footsteps. So this is kind of why Ancient Dragon has a cookbook. This is why I'm like such a big believer in the idea of, and this is the bit that I'm working on that I'm taking forever to get to because I'm distracted by trying to live. I'm a big believer in this idea of having so many secrets, so many little optional areas, so much hidden content that it starts to create this kind of overwhelming sense of wonder that I think is just marvelous. I just think it's incredible. Argonaut resin. A little curious about that one. I want to try to actually hit that wall. Jesus. Okay, it like the gravity is stronger on here. I don't actually know if I'm crazy. Can't get the timing right to hit this area of the wall. Yeah, I think it's not. I think it's... I'm debating myself. So I'm going to go up here, but I still recognize that there's this whole area underneath that I could go. Last boss damage killed. Lalana? Cleodomos says I did the exact same thing in the dungeon. Yeah. Okay, so this is the area that I crossed over. See, the dude that I killed was right here. So that's from whence I came. I'm 90% sure of that. Yeah. Okay. Here's my guy. Hey. Oh, hi. Sil311 says, can someone explain the difference between a bait and a jabate? There's a gentleman by the name of Alex Jebailey, who is the jabate emote. Alex Jebailey, who is now the CEO of CEO. Somehow, Jebailey took his name and identity and merged it with the idea of tricking someone, aka the jabate. We're getting hit. Want to verify there's no secret wall? What? There's another... What? We are going solo. Okay, how do I want to explore this? So I'm going to go back up. And yeah, spoilers for the base game are totally okay. I just want to see where this thing goes. Magenta, as Mr. 9, been wanting to catch up on these streams, but that means I want to play the game up to this point, but I haven't played in about a year. I was just getting to Mountaintop of the Giants for the first time. Do you have any suggestions for getting back into the swing of the game? Like, I really love just going back through old areas. That's what I did to kind of get back and used to things. Let's see where this leads to. Aha, I see. Nice. That's where I came from. So this is the way that leads down to the little spike room. So I'm going to go up first instead. Utter Destroyer 9 says, way back in Limgrave, Patches sells an item called Margit's Shackle. Yeah, I think I actually own that, yeah. The side effect this item has is that it triggers all traps and reveals hidden Hidden pathway is a good ways around where you use it. Oh, interesting. So I don't just have to smash my face against things like an idiot? It's Sloth XX. Is any plans to get back into the RTS world with Stormgate? Yeah. Also, I personally never really feel like I'm out of the RTS world. If that makes sense. I never really... I don't know. Your experience of me, I recognize, is largely dictated by what I'm streaming and when I'm live. Oh, it's these kind of guys. Okay, yeah, I'm not worried about these turkeys at all. I don't know if that guy's facing me or not, but I want to look here. This should be the... Oh. Yeah, nice. Hi, Sheriff. Come here. Oh, you want to go outside? Of course. Of course. Dude. Ugh. But yeah, no, I'm really interested in playing Stormgate, Zero Space when it's farther along. I've checked out some Battle Aces, but I have not really gone deep on Battle Aces yet. I worry about the depth of Battle Aces. Is this in frame? Nice. It's out of frame. I like to have my drink right in front of me. Like, I know a lot of people have their drink to the side, and I found that if I, like, turn, I often knock my drink off the table, but if I have the drink here, my hands, like, my arms are on either side of the drink on my keyboard. Okay. So I want to advance this way. Kill this other guy first if I can. Got it. Ugh. But yeah, I'm excited for Stormgate to have its, I don't know what any words mean anymore. Great Ghost Glove word, hell yeah. Words mean nothing anymore. It's like an early access beta alpha early release. It's their 0.4 build. You know, I don't know. Their thing, okay? This is where it crushes me when I get too high up. What's my attitude around new weapons with DLC? Plan to try them out. Longstar, the biggest reason why I have not yet used some of the weapons is that this game is so fun with these weapons. I'm literally having the time of my life. Black Knight Commander Andreas Spirit Ashes. Heck. Oh shit. Okay, we're okay. Yeah, Stormgate is having its like ultra early mega pre-alpha beta. The game's not done, but you can buy it if you like access. And I mean, I mean, honestly, this is not necessarily a comment about Stormgate specifically, but about games in general. I'm kind of a fan of the idea of, hey, customers, the most interested 10 to 20% of you, here's an early look at the game. And you know enough about the genre to know where it's going to go. And that experience does two things. One, in a very functional sense, it lets the developer have actual money to keep making the game. But two, I mean, I don't care. I've made this point before. I think design documents are stupid. I think if you want to make a game, you should just make it, put it in front of people, see what's going right and wrong, go, dang, I was wrong. Rework it, remake it, keep doing that again and again and again and again and again. Especially for like multiplayer games or system-driven games, just give it to players. They will really quickly find what's not working. So I've currently explored the expanse of the area that is above. Yeah, I think Hades 1 is the one that I would point to. Or Baldur's Gate 3, I almost want to exclude because it was so high quality. But yeah, so I mean, like, the fact that games do, like, early access stuff, I think is from a overall perspective, I think makes a lot of sense because it will make the final product a lot better. Any way in which you give the game to players will just make the product better. Alright. I'm done looking at the walls. Yeah, Dead Cells, that's another good one. Xerxes. So yeah, but I tend to not get super excited all about drain a bunch of my time playing early access titles. And most recently with Hades 2, I was like, dude, Hades 2 is the best early access game I've ever played. Holy moly. And I played it for 2 days and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to play that when it launches. And I haven't touched it again. Roll! 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 This is one of the reasons why I love this Cross Naginata. The counterattack staggers such a high percentage of the time. Or, not staggers. What's the name of that? It enfeebles. I was holding the block button. Turkey. Stance break. Nice. Oh. I think it's a stance break, and then stagger is when you hit them and they go like that. But yeah. So I think that I'm really curious to play more Battle Aces, especially because like there are just some qualities about that game that are fucking unbelievable. Speaking of unbelievable, Sheriff just meowed like crazy to get out. Now she's meowing like crazy to get in. You know what? I'll just leave the door open. Come on in. Come on in. Cats hate closed door. Let me out. Here you go. You close. I want to get in. But yeah, so for those of you that don't know, David Kim, the former lead balance designer and multiplayer designer on StarCraft 2, he... All right, wrong target. Effect was correct. David Kim founded a studio by the name of Uncapped and had been working on what... Ah, drink your fucking shit! Oh my god, that was intense. Okay, I'll tell you now. So I guess I'll get to the qualifications of what is and isn't an RTS soon. But David Kim founded a studio called Uncapped Games, where they've been working on an RTS for a few years, and it just came out in beta. It was recently shared at the PC Gaming Show, hosted by your pal, this fucking egg-shaped man. And I've been watching a bunch of the beta footage from people. Again, I was not feeling well last week, so I mostly just lied down and had my cats sit on my tummy while I watch Twitch streams. But in Battle Aces, it's really interesting. In the game, it is capped at 10 minutes long. And... how does this work? Yeah, so it's an RTS game that's capped at 10 minutes long. Most of the matches I've seen are like 2 to 5 minutes long. And basically, there's no base building, there's no macro, there's no upgrades, there's nothing except click the button to make the unit. It instantly pops out. You can press one button, you can press Z, and you just immediately expand. You can also press C or V. C unlocks heavy ground units, V unlocks heavy air units. And that's it. That's the game. And so, like, from the get-go, it's like, all right, second one, spam out a bunch of units, expand, and immediately try to start harassing their worker line. Oh, you little bastard. No, you little... Dude, Sheriff is meowing like crazy somewhere. My house is full of meows. I'm panic rolling. The cat's panic rolling. Oh yes, we need to get our air conditioning fixed. Oh my god, welcome back. Got him. Yeah, so the Battle Aces games are like super fast. It is all about micro and execution. And there's basically no abilities in the game. You just have things that move and shoot differently. There's a very, very, very small number of abilities. And so it's kind of interesting. It's like, and this is where I need to go on the tangent, because I feel like the word real-time strategy in the last 10 years has been used and reused in so many different ways and different contexts. I am going to poke all these guys, aren't I? I don't know what the bleed is like on these guys. It's not bad. Real-time strategy has been getting used in more and more and more and more ways. I mean, not just in the industry, but even like by me. Like I describe Overcooked as like a real-time strategy game. I mean, I know that, for instance, Northgard and Dune, those games build themselves as RTS, and they're sort of like 4X games, but like with some real combat elements to it. So Battle Aces is really interesting because it's just the heavy, heavy, heavy micro focus of gameplay. that stamina. So I came from that direction. I'm sorry, I've been poking for so long I don't even remember who I am anymore. Alright. Okay. We are going to get through this dungeon. Shot. Well, Dex's Battle Aces sounds pretty good then. It's got all the parts I was good at and other things I was bad at. I definitely have a lot of worries about the staying power of the game. And, you know, I will note, I'm also really tired of the... Oh my god. I was like, did my game crash? Oh my god. I'm honestly really tired of this idea that unless every game is played non-stop as a permanent hobby, it's a failure. There's a kind of game that, like, might be a multiplayer-focused game that I play for 20, 30 hours, have a blast, and go, that game was awesome, and then you don't play again. That feels fine. And so when I say I have some worries about the staying power of Battle Aces, I feel 100% confident that I would have an incredibly, insanely fun 20, 30 hours with that game. Minimum. I did it. I'm doing it. I'm gaming. Electro charge. Oh, this fucking game. Yeah, dude, Astrid Dax, I'm definitely thinking about the Pal World interview. Where journalists had written articles that were just like, after 2 weeks, the player base of Palworld has dropped 99% to, first of all, is still insanely good number. But the devs were like, yeah, they finished playing our game, so we don't have that much content. They're playing other great games. They were just like completely fine with that. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, so if you said to me, hey, Sean, would you have fun with Battle Aces for like 20, 30 hours? I'd be like, yeah, minimum, 100%. But I do have worries about its staying power. And Cesac Thea, ask that question again in a little bit, because I got some more stuff to say, and I wanted to come back to it. You know, I have some worries about the depth of the game, because if you have no abilities on units and all you're doing is microing, I'm pretty confident that that game is going to get a pretty solved meta pretty soon. And if you get to a point where a game has a solved meta, the only way to gain an edge in the game is just by the most challenging, difficult, high-intensity, cutthroat micro possible. I mean, even me as like a diehard RTS player, that would be a turnoff for me. I like building bases, I like fiddling with build orders. I like losing a game because I messed up my micro, but then thinking, and maybe I could do a different build order. Maybe there's a bunch of different ways in which I could choose to engage or choose not to engage, or, you know, it just feels like there's more options. That, to me, just makes me feel much more interested. And so I think if it's just micro, if someone said to me, like, Sean, you're going to play the exact same build order of StarCraft 100 games in a row, and everything is just going to be doing a non-stop Marine versus Baneling micro fight, I would go, eh. Demo Gaming says that then it's just for the pros, which in itself can be fun to watch as a viewer. I think the point I'd make is less about... I think the point that I wouldn't want to make is only pros are capable of the micro at that level, and therefore it appeals to them. I would consider myself the most hardcore of the hardcore RTS players, period. But that's just not that interesting to me. Like, I mean, I was never the best microer anyways, even when I was at my, like, peak of competitive gameplay. I enjoyed micro. I thought it was fun. But what made me happy, what made me actually go, oh, dude, I gotta keep playing this game, is base building, is upgrades, is, like, making different choices, experiencing the joy and consequences of those choices. That's what really drew me into those games. It's just going to be so much damage. Holy. Dungeon bug. Ah, motherfucker. We go deeper into the dungeon? Oh, I think I see how this is structured. I think it's that... Here's what I'm in... Video game, where'd you go? I minimized all my windows. Where are you? I lost you. There's the game. Where am I? And there's me. Great. There's this thing that Zelda dungeons do a lot, where, like, here's Area 1, and to get to Area 2, you can do all these little roundabout paths where you have to, like, fight a bunch of guys and get a key and figure out how to get over here, and then you can do a little branch over there. And then all of a sudden, and I'm going to do it like this, you do all this roundabout stuff, and then you can advance forward to the next area, which also has its own little roundabout paths that kind of intersect with the old area and all this, and then you can go on to the next area. Like, each of these little red dots is like an elevator. Here's the starting elevator, and I can just rush to the second elevator and rush to the third elevator. So it means that you get to have this area and this area feel really rich and complicated and interesting and intricate, but I also not in a situation where if I, like, mess up and die, I have, like, an infinite god run that I need to make to get back to where I was. Scared the shit out of me. You know, I'm just gonna do this. Spend some mana, heal up a little bit. We're just gonna heal. Work my way up here. Turkey. Where's the other one? There he is. Hi. Kidding me? Alright, just gonna hold the shield up. Jesus Christ! Fucking what? I got camera souls! I don't even remember where the steak was. Where's the steak? Hold on one sec. I have to yell at my cat for a moment. That's so funny. Like the simplest little guys killed me. Alright, we're gonna get the water. We're gonna refill the water. Alright. Alright, excellent. Okay, so let's see how quickly we can get back to where we were. Oh, we're here. Oh, how kind of the game. Wow, it's actually being really generous with us. Just keep stabbing. Yeah, Sesak Thea, now that I've died and I'm back. What do you think? What was your question? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot where I was because I died. And I got interrupted. But yeah, no, that's all to say. My point is not, I think that Battle Aces appeals to only pros and not to new players. Like, I think that without base building and upgrades and progression, I would worry that for all classes and categories of players, they might bounce on the game. As in, play it, go, oh, that was awesome, and then just stop playing. Because it doesn't have certain fun elements. Hello? Thank you, video game. I just don't want this guy coming up from behind me. Now that I'm done with that point, Sesak Theus' question, do you think the abundance of live service games is due only to greed, or is it a natural evolution of increasing cost of games? I actually, I mean, I don't think either of those things, but I think that the topic is, like, super interesting. Why are there so many live service games? So first of all, on the topic of greed, I actually don't really use that word or believe in its usefulness. Oh, I'm here again. This is great news. And the reason is, it's not like these games that are labeled as greedy are killing the game. A lot of them are just absolutely failing and causing shutdowns and closures. So, and I mean, the thing is that greed to me implies a taking. And I see more often than not, a lot of consumers are going, well, this sucks, I'm not doing this. And then they just don't pay for it, don't play it, don't buy it, and then the company fails. So I find the word greed to be inaccurate. And I actually have a much harsher set of language to use, just in case any of you think I was about to be like, so let me just tell you, I think games need more loot boxes. I think that too often there are companies where someone in a business suit position thinks, hey, let's devote more of our time to making monetization ideas than to making a game that... Oh, camera! Am I going to lose to these guys again? The most powerful enemies in the universe. Let's spend all of our time figuring out ways to potentially make more money than to make a game that's just literally good. And so for me, I'd be like, dude, I see less of a lack of not greedy games. I feel more, there's not Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to punch the microphone. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I feel more that there's just not a lot of good games, period. There's just not a lot of good games. Now, I mean, that's a little bit of an inaccurate statement. Oh yeah, I can maybe do this to like jump on top. Oh, well, that's sneaky. Now, I mean, this is a little bit untrue, the statement, well, there's not enough good games. Because from a customer perspective, I feel like I have so many good games, I don't even know what to do with myself. I love how many great games there are for me, consumer. What I mean is that there are enough games that are getting made that are not succeeding from a business standpoint. And that's what I mean. There's a lot of game studios that say, we're going to be a game as service. It's going to take this idea and try to turn it into some repeatable, endless game as service, blah, blah, blah thing. Stone sheathed sword. And then they just suck. Anything coming down on me? And I think a lot of times people will look at the kind of game that I'm describing and go, yeah, no, I would call that a greedy game. A game that's focusing more on making money than it is on making something that's any good at all. And, I mean, I guess that's fair. But again, my experience as a consumer is that the game was bad. What my experience was not... My experience was the game is bad, not that they took too much money from it. I put it down because I found it bad. I'm gonna double check this area one more time. Yeah, I think I've done it. So now that I've said that, there's a lot of really terrible live service games that are not doing well. I think Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League is a good example. Marcelo 10 Vip says, isn't that partially the fault of greedy people in positions of power? That question doesn't mean anything to me, I think is what I would actually say. Like, I don't know what to do with that. Because if the game sucks and no one's paying for it, and it has tons of ways to spend money, it fails and it doesn't make money. I would call that bad, and that's a much more objective thing to me than trying to evaluate subjectively if there's on the greeditude scale, where do the people in power, where do they lie? You know, the product sucked, and that's what I would use to describe it. And I just feel like that's more accurate. And I'm not saying there can be people that would self-describe as, yes, I'm definitely greedy. How do I get more money out of all of you? Like, those people exist. Those people exist. You will not hear me argue against that. But rather, I just have a slight pushback against using the word greed as a starting point to discuss what are actual, real, systemic issues. Every nook, every cranny, baby. I didn't do the circle swirl on the elevator. But see, now I can actually get to say, hey, Sean, what do you think about live service games? By the way, forgive me for making everyone dizzy. Easy way to scan. Yeah, and Sesakthea. I also fully defend your use of the word there because you're limited by word count on Twitch. You are literally limited by word count on Twitch, so, you know, you may as well just say that to, like, get us both on the same page. All right, is there perhaps American Steak here? Great, there she is. Steak America. But now I think the actual interesting question is, you know, moving on from that, hey, there's been a lot of live service games. What do you think about that? I think one observation I would make is that in general, there are just insanely more games. I, as a consumer, feel like there's this glut of awesome games constantly being, you know, pouring down on me. There's Steam Next Fest, where you get all these great demos, including the incredible Trash of the Titans that was made by our very own The Letter H. I've actually been seeing some more buzz about that game recently, which is really cool. But, like, there's so many awesome, amazing games. And there's literally a large volume of games, so I think that there is both more live service games, and there's more interesting single-player games, and there's more interesting indie games, and there's more interesting, pick any genre, there's more of that. And so... Hey! Hey, I built you in Warcraft 3! Oh, oh. It's a relatively vanilla enemy for... Okay. Wrong button. Man, these attacks actually just keep on coming. Oh, it goes all the way across. Okay, I thought I was just out of range, so I just let go of that. And so, like when it comes to Stake of Merit, when it comes to like live service games, I mean, my biggest opinion about live service games is it seems like a reasonable business case, because it's not like we release the game once, sell a bunch, and now we have no new product for 2 years. Then we release another game once, and then it's, you know, nothing for a few years. There's something nice about having a smoother revenue as a business, so I appreciate the idea of making this from a business perspective. But players aren't stupid. If the game is boring after 100 hours, they actually will stop playing. And there's this weird thing of live service games being super simple and easy, and I'm like, okay, well, we get the game in 5 minutes and then we're bored by sundown. You want this to be a live service game? Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the idea of, oh hey, look, it's right here. I appreciate the idea of like wanting to make it a little more simple, so you can, in theory, get more human beings to play your game. Bang, and then stagger. Oh. Maybe I don't actually want to try to get him to stagger. Oh, it's a throw. Okay. I guess I just must have gotten lucky last time. Have a drink. This guy healed back to full with that shit. Alright, I'm gonna stop trying to do the parry, because I think it's actually not the parry. Oops. I also have a lightning talisman. I probably want to switch to in a sec here. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. I'll just block it. Oh, I'm out of stamina. His attacks are really relentless. It's really sweet. Pokey pokes. Poke. 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 I should be careful about managing my stamina properly. Have a drink here. Backing off here is really good. Oh, that's right, it's the pro. And he heals back to full. I just sat there. If I just let go of my mouse cursor, not my mouse cursor, excuse me, my block. Sorry, completely PC gaming build. If I let go here and there, I can just regain enough stamina to keep poking. Yeah, so this should be it. As long as I just dodge the dive correctly. There we go. Death Knight's Twin Axes. Crimson Amber Medallion +3. Heck yeah. Alright, so let's take a peek at some of these things, and then let's get back to talking about, because we have the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. So it's at the top. I got 150 more health. Huh. I have 56% physical damage negation. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So let's also go to switching this to Order of Acquisition. Have the okay. So what's this? I mean, that's pretty good for like a... Dude, the Balder Straight Sword is so good. So it seems to be doing just slashing. I mean, obviously I'm going to go back to my other awesome stuff. But anyways, like, I don't know. I don't think you need to be a game as service game to make a lot of money. Elden Ring, I think, is an amazing example of this, where it's doing great. Whoops. I think my little thing should be up here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of like totally fine with bunches of live service games coming out that are like not deep, relatively bland, failing. Where did it go? Did I pass by it a million times? Where is this thing? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine. I think I'm just like a perennial optimist. Hello, spooky face. I'm a perennial optimist when it comes to games in the game industry. I think there's one thing that does make me go a little bit, oh. And that's the following. When someone says, hey, we're a studio that's really good at making single-player RPG games. Let's actually cancel doing that. I'm going to go to this so I can level up. Let's cancel this. So that way we can try to make a live service game. Oh no, it didn't pan out. The company's shut down. Like, I don't know. I think that's sad. Damn. It's happened to BioWare. It's happened to Arcane. You know, I have heard rumors around things like this canceled game Hyenas that Creative Assembly was on. So this is, I feel like, often driving force behind live services is emphasis on making sure the player feels as much FOMO as possible, and when this fails, the whole thing falls apart. Yeah, I mean, there's some terrible games, and there's some terribly designed games, and again, I think consumers are not stupid. If you make a game, because by the way, there's a word, like, I'm gonna speak in the general areas. Like, if you make a good game, you're fine. If you make a bad game, you're screwed. But then there's this kind of weird middle area where, like, dude, the game is tanking on its way out, and I have seen instances of, well, you know what? Let's just try to, I don't know, leverage some FOMO to make some players want to spend a little bit more, so that way, instead of only making $10 million on the last year, we make $15 million on the last year. Meh. Like, I mean, I've seen this. I do. I don't want to do this. Oh, this is recent items. This is where I want to be. Okay, so... I think I have enough. Ooh, not quite enough. Alright, that's fine. Where is it? There is it. And so, I mean, there's a lot of this sort of edge case behavior. You can also have a good game that's just trying to leverage FOMO to get their players to just give a little bit more money. I don't know. I just don't think it really works in the super long term for the games that at least I am interested in. I don't really know how these mobile games work that, like, are unbelievably boring, and when you lose, you can pay $100 to instead win. Like, I don't really know how to think about that. I don't really know. So, there might not actually be a path here. And what I'm actually going to do is try to back into this again. Yeah, I think so does what you're talking about, Magic the Gathering. I think makes a lot of sense. It says, what do you think of Magic the Gathering's current ongoing product fatigue in that sense? To me, it seems very akin to live service models, limited around secret layers, the universe beyond. A lot of the stuff that Wizards is doing, I'm actually, broadly speaking, I think is totally fine and totally great. But on the topic of players aren't stupid, like, I mean, I'm literally so overwhelmed by Magic the Gathering's content release slate. Oh, you're throwing stuff at me? I'll throw stuff right back. Sure it is. Poison me. I dare you. Who cares? I can just kill these guys. Like, there are so many new cards coming out, like, I can't keep up. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pretend I never went this way, and I'm going to go down this way to the Elac River Cave and do the river, and that's it. Alright, am I facing the right way? Okay, so the plan now... So that's where I came from. The plan now is to go this way and explore the bottom of the river. So awesome. This looks so good. As Gross says, don't you have a card reveal coming out for the set coming up at the end of the month? Yeah. Magic the Gathering is one of my absolute favorite games. I literally adore Magic the Gathering. I think it's an unbelievable game, but I just physically cannot keep up with the card release slate. So I basically limit myself to largely just following what's happening in Standard. And occasionally some draft sets. Like Modern Horizons 3, I just let myself not worry that much about. I hit the jump button, you fucking game! And I think this is where like the business model intersects with the gameplay experience. Oh. Release the run button. But, you know, also at the same time, I think that Magic the Gathering is one of the few games that has the luxury of trying things out. Because their game is... I didn't... Ugh. Oh, Force Parkour. This game doesn't have anything behind waterfalls, like, ever. It is their one element of design that is different than what I would have ideally expected. I'm trying to get poisoned. I have my paladin mode where I can peel through it. Dude, Spear and Shield, I love for this reason. I do this in like all the Souls games now. Dude, this game gets really dark at nighttime. Like, insanely, like, stupidly dark. Oh. Got a big fan. actually just kind of cracks me up just how regularly there's nothing behind waterfalls. There's been a few waterfalls and stuff behind it. Like, I remember in Deep-Root Depths or Dark-Root Depths. Deep Depths. A bear behind a waterfall that killed you in the base game? Yeah, that was a Deep-Root Depths one, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh my god, I love exploring. Yeah, like Magic the Gathering is such an insanely good game. What? Alright, I guess I can keep going down. I guess. Magic is such an insanely good game. And it almost has this, like, problem that no other game needs to solve, which is people will want to play this game for another 20 years. How do they make sure they have enough space in their design to keep the game interesting for 20 years? And so, I mean, like, frankly, for instance, with Secret Lair type stuff, I just have literally no problem with that. Like, I'm just like, yeah, great. I think collectors' things are cool. I don't do a lot of collecting of Secret Lair products. I mean, I have a few, especially the stained glass stuff. But I think that's totally fine. The thing that I think is overwhelming cognitively is like the Modern Horizons 3 and like the sets that are commander focused and the sets that are, you know, in historic, alchemy, and historic anthologies, and these new formats like Pioneer and Explorer, like again, each one individually is totally fine. Taken all together, I just get a little overwhelmed. You know, I think I'll come all the way back to my original statement of, like, I don't know, I just don't really view a lot of games as being greedy versus not greedy. I view them as being good and bad. And then, of course, there's these little in-between gray areas, like if WoW said we're $16 a month instead of $15 a month. It's a little greedier to increase it to 16 or not, I don't know, you know, like starts to become like this financial decision for each person. Are they actually able to pay 12 more bucks a year? Some people cannot actually afford 12 more bucks a year. Various says, can you think of any examples of games that are good but charge too much money to be worth it to you? I mean, honestly, I would probably say some of the like Modern Horizons type stuff, like Modern Magic. I think Modern is awesome. I would love to play Modern one day. I don't actually really know how I would get to do that. No frickin' way. What? Holy shit, this game owns. Dude, what? What? This game is awesome. This game is so good. This is so good. Wow, that's awesome. All right, Lobster Pal, I know you're back here somewhere. Where's my lobster guy? Hey, buddy. Is What the Deck gonna come back? Right now, I'm sort of putting a hiatus on basically anything that is not working on my game or doing streaming. guys always were super vulnerable to bleed. Poke, poke, poke. And my reward is Somber Smithing Stone. Give me a break. This is not an Arteria Leaf. Any plans to stream Knives of the Gathering generally? Standard rotation a few weeks? Yeah, I'm really interested in standard rotation. Superlatively interested. Like, standard is still my favorite format. I don't know. I know that there's a lot of Commander gamers out there. I don't know. I really, really, really like standard. Okay. Man, I can't actually believe this. This is so insane. I mean, that's ridiculous. And my total equipped load is 185. Okay, so we're getting close. So we need 188. So we need 3 more levels, and then we can hold everything. What torch is this? This is the Ghost Flame Torch. St. Trina's Torch. You can get it when you enter into Nokron from above. And there's a little weird jump that you need to make. I can't believe my brain remembers that. I just remember being very hyped when I got to Nokron. That moment sticks out in my mind like really, really hard. Nokron is the white light torch? Isn't this the Nokron torch? Am I crazy? Oh, St. Trina's torch from the consecrated snowfield. That's right. That's right. I can't believe I remembered that, and I'm literally wrong. Orcus says, I love that there are so many Elden Ring YouTubers and streamers posting all their hyper-optimized build, and here Day9 is with a shield and stick. And I mean, honestly, I mean... Dude, this build is honestly pretty good. I mean, like, this is actually really, 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 really good. Dude, you know what? I have a point to make. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna look over this. Like... Okay. There's something that I want to talk about. I've brought it up before. I've been wanting to maybe do a longer video about it for a while. And that's that, for whatever reason, I no longer get any credit for having any skill in any game at all. Now, allow me to big time it for a moment. Please permit me to stress that I used to be really, 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 really good at a very, 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 very hard game, StarCraft 1. Played that competitively. You'll never find a game that hates you more than StarCraft 1, okay? And I built my career doing educational content on StarCraft 2, where I hit Grandmaster in all 3 races. Not as good at StarCraft 2 as I was at StarCraft 1, but it was pretty good. And also, I find a lot of things hilarious. And I enjoy things that are funny in games, doing goofy decks in Hearthstone, Fun Day Monday in StarCraft 2. I like the funny stuff. But for some reason, ever since I've been trying to do more funny stuff and enjoying myself more, no one talks to me like I've ever been good at anything in my life, and I'm tired of it, man. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to specifically call you out, but you said, oh, Day 9, I love how all of these people do their hyper-optimized Elden Ring builds, and here you are, with your shield being all tanky and just having a good time. And I'm like, I mean, I know I didn't open up a spreadsheet with it, but I have one shot like half the bosses in the original, because this is like the 6th time I've played through a FromSoft game, and this is a pretty optimized build. I have 100 poise. I have like 60% physical resistance. I'm thick and tanky. Look at me. I just have nothing but brick on me. All right? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying really hard sometimes when I'm playing these games, and it's just like, Day 9 loves being bad because he's just bad nowadays. And it's just so great to find someone else who's bad like me. And I'm like, come on. Come on, I've still got it. I've still got at least a little bit. Maybe not all the way, but come on. I'm not the worst gamer that's ever lived. I mean, come on. If it's time to cook, I can cook. But most of the time, I like to have a nice time. And I've joked a little bit in the past about these sort of underhanded compliments where, like, Day 9, I love how you enjoy games so much, even though you're not good. And that's really refreshing to see someone bad who's having fun. It's like, hey, Day 9, you don't sweat much for a fat guy. You know, it's something like that. Or I'm like, hey, you have really beautiful eyes, even though they're bloodshot. You know, like, like, come on. I'm allowed to not be good at things sometime, but I'm still capable of it. I just get no credit. I get no credit. This is a good build. And you need to say it. I need you to say it to me. This is my need. Thank you. God. And Orcus, by the way, I know you didn't mean it this way. You've been around for a long time. I know you're a sweetheart. But I've still got it. Voldex, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh, man, I love how bad Day 9 is. And he still gives great rants. Boom, here's 5 subs. I'm like, oh, God, thank you. Oh, God. Eds is a great build for someone like you, Sean. Thanks. For a beefy boy to build a beefy boy is on brand. Orcus GG, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. I feel incredibly guilty because I wanted to do this rant before you even said anything. So I don't want you to think that I'm sitting here in a good mood and you just came in and savaged it. Oh, man. All right. Where is this? Elac River downstream. All right. Much like in Season 4 of Lost, we have to go back. Orcus says, listen, as a player of games, I love to be the catalyst of conflict. I'm glad to help with that. Ah, I see. Yeah, dude, Showtime, Tyler. No, this is the funny thing, is that, like, in the Elden Ring DLC, tons of people are complaining about how impossible everything is. And I'm just a brick with a stick, and I'm doing great. I'm having a blast. We only spent, like, half an hour on Renala Rolana. Whatever her name might be. We only spent half an hour. That's it. Dan Jenkins says, this build is optimized, even though you sweat and have bloodshot eyes. Thank you. Joe Darko says, do you ever think that Torrent ever gets tired of carrying your heavy ass? Yes, all the time. It's horrible. And I don't know. There's this thing. Can we get? Can you say it? Yes? It is a potentate kookabook. There's something that I find kind of funny, which is that if someone, like, there's generally these archetypical storytelling identities that are used all over. the idea of someone who is really mean and harsh, but super hyper competent. The person who is incompetent, but whose redeeming quality is the fact that they're funny. They provide comic relief. You know, things like this. And then there's no one who is the really funny, goofy, hyper competent person in film. Does this character exist? Is there a hilarious, competent person? I mean, who's nice? Because there's someone who's mean and funny and competent, but there's no one who's nice and funny and competent. Yeah, maybe Deadpool. Maybe just Deadpool. Or Jackie Chan. Yeah! Yeah, Jackie Chan, there you go. Yeah. But, like, it's funny because, like, I have literally found that if I'm in a bad mood and I play a competitive game and I win, I will literally see live in real time people being like, wow, yeah, no, I mean, like, this deck you made is really awesome. It's like, really sick, man. It's really cool to see you try. And, of course, it's not... I'm trying pretty much the same if I'm in a good mood or a bad mood. I just happen to be in a bad mood. You know? Or if I'm being goofy and having a fun time, like, dang on, you need to do a meta deck, you know? If I'm telling jokes. It's weird. It's one of the most bizarre experiences I've ever had. Oh, hey, look at you. You're being goofy, having fun. You need to get more serious. Although, I will say, something would be... That would be so funny for me to be, like, playing a meme deck and just be, like, fucking pissed off. You're afraid to tease you when you're grumpy? That could be true. I emote very strongly when I'm in a bad mood. Oh, welcome back. Good to see you. Oh, this design is incredible. I want to see Super Grumpy Day 9. I just sit there listless, fuming. Alright, let's do left side. April Call says, I appreciate you not cherry-picking your moods for us. There, you get me. Unadulterated, unfiltered, raw. I like the unhinged Day 9 script. Yeah, no, there's definitely, Michelle, I've been unhinged at times. There are times where I'm just like full out yelling at chat for like an hour. It's not even like an outburst. It's just one long continuous yell. All right, let's go ahead and do a little dive. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Oh, more! Oh, I was looking at chat. See, I love that if you just do a charged R2 with this Naginata, it stance breaks an insanely high percentage of the time. Because if this were the base game, there would have been like 4 catacombs already just along this wall. Jenny and Stereos is a random thing, but 14 years ago you recommended Perquacky to me and Deadly Rooms of Death. Still haven't played either. Well, Deadly Rooms of Death is on Steam under D-Rod, D-R-O-D. Still one of my 10 out of 10 games. Trigonometry says, I'm just happy I got to announce my 69th month of subbing during the rant. Couldn't have asked for a nicer celebration. We're glad to have you as long as you give me credit. I don't know where my credit goes. It's tough. Alright. Oh, video game. Give me a break. If you don't respect me, I'm gonna scream. I'm actually gonna do a little circle. Like, go to here, and then to here, and then kind of back. Like this. And then kind of go through the middle. fearfully symmetrical. So, Dana, have you heard of or played a game called Outward? Isn't Outward the one where your character is like a bunny dude? Am I making this up? No? Okay. That's Overgrowth? Okay. A lot of skulls. I'm sorry. No, in that case, no. It's a survival Dark Souls. Oh, interesting. Gaius Cassius Longinus says, Damon, have you seen Another Crab's Shell? It's a Souls-like where you play as a crab. Isn't it Another Crab's Treasure? In that case, yes, but if you are saying Another Crab's Shell, then I've never heard of that game. Yeah, that's one of those games where if I streamed more, I would definitely play, but I just don't stream that much. I'm bad at names. Okay, yeah, I got it, guys. Oh, it's a Round Rock. Oh, I see. It's rendering all up tall and shit. Alright. Back to 2. Zachmeister says, I really love my playthrough of Outward. Yeah, I mean, there's... I mean, I'll be mentioning this a lot today. There's an insane amount of good games. There's someone here somewhere, and my camera's not locked on. There you are. Aww. Let's see. Tolkien Ring Networks. Then I've changed my attitude towards games. I've been considering playing after hearing your talk about how you view playing new games. It's less about whether I like it, more about discovering it. Playing Dread Delusion right now and loving it. Dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, dude, games are so fun now. I love just playing games to have fun, messing around with stuff. Like how many hours I've played Path of Exile and I've never looked up a build once. I just click on stuff and make explosions happen. You know, I'm increasingly really interested in this kind of player. Like, okay, so I remember Riot sharing something insane in one of their talks or whatever about how like 30% of all players right now who are playing League of Legends are playing against bots. And like, you know, when you hear that, you're just like, what? It's like an insane statistic. Or like how many people play against bots in StarCraft or other games that we normally think of as a competitive game. Like, who would play Magic the Gathering against a bot? Well, as it turns out... Uh-oh. Hey! Hello, old friend. Run at him. that throw is easy to get nabbed by. Where he like bites you and chucks you about. Tummy time. There's some new moves. They're right in the tummy. Oh, I didn't roll. My dog. Okay. This is an interesting, different moveset now that he's close to death. Alright, nice. Horn Baron! For those of you who are curious, this is exactly how I played StarCraft. I love defending. Where's my Baron? Horn Baron? Anyone see the Horn Baron? Maybe it wasn't a talisman? Use FP to summon vengeful spirits around caster. Oh. So reusable? Huh. Interesting. Cool. Cool. I just literally looked at that and was like, that's definitely a talisman. It was not. It was not definitely a talisman. But anyways, we were talking about something. I don't remember what that something was. Well, it was something for sure. Oh yeah, enjoying games. Or something with enjoying games. We're talking about Dread Delusion bot games. Oh yeah. I'm sort of fascinated by this like type of player that like if you are a Twitch viewer or you like watch YouTube videos about games or your friends play games, that is like one kind of person who plays games. But there's like plenty of people out there that I know that I've met through, you know, all manner of just going to a party where, you know, it's hosted by someone that doesn't play games, maybe friends with from college or something like that. And I say, oh yeah, I work in games. And they go, oh yeah, I play this game. And they like literally have no friends that play games. They play for like 5 hours a month. They don't talk about games at all. It's just something they do from time to time. And like the way that, like how many people are like this? How many people play games like this, where they're just literally by themselves Googling fun games, they find something, they download it, they play it a little bit, they're enjoying themselves, they spend a few bucks, they get bored, they Google a different game to play, and again, have absolutely no social groups around it. I want to learn more about this kind of player, man, because I feel like there's not just from a I'm interested in the games industry and I like learning things, but I mean even just like how to enjoy stuff more. Like this sword, I use a lot because it's sweet. If you ask me like 10 years ago what sword I'd use, I'd be like, well, I don't know, what's the best sword? Gaius Cassius Longinus is a beautiful mind that finds new games by Googling fun game. Yeah. Gee golly, I don't know, I just find this to be a very, very neat sword. Yeah, look at me, I'm adorned in granite, I'm awesome. Run, 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 run. Video games in your area. I like that. Slice like this, I can't do that because I'm such a narrative-focused gamer. I'm here for the story and the characters usually, so I have to commit a lot of time. Yeah, I know, like, I have a very dear friend who plays games frequently, but, like, doesn't socialize around games. And, like, she got Hades, and was like, oh, Hades is awesome. And every time there was a setting that would allow her to make, oh, shit. Every time there was a setting that would allow her to make the game easier, she was like, sweet. And just, ah! What's going wrong with my buttons? Ah! 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 Guys. Get me. I hate this stupid sword. It's the worst sword in the world. It's not good. No! So, I realize now that that sword and spear is really good against those dudes. I marched myself right in there. All right, never again. You know, I have this dear friend who just, like, whenever Hades would say, hey, do you want to make the game easier? She'd be like, oh, yeah, awesome, this is great. And she, like, beat the game on, like, you know, 25% reduced enemy damage and, like, 10% enemy slowed. And I was like, that's one of the best games I've ever played. I had a great time, yeah. And that was it. And, like, does not go to Hades Reddits and watch Hades streamer or read Hades developer reviews. You know, it's like so interesting to me. Got him. Hey, have a good night, Thorin Twin. It's always great to see you. So I've explored in this area, so this is where I have not explored, right? Actually, this is probably like a big gap in my... By the way, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Never switched off of you. Stick and brick. Wake up. Alright, they're awake. So I still consider myself like a competitive player. Like, I'm interested in like what allows someone to succeed in a competitive game, like what makes certain builds work and not. I like following deck lists for Magic tournaments or, you know, metas and Dota. Like, oh, that's just super interesting to me. And also, I'm finding that I like the casual stuff more than I think I realized. Oh, nice. I mean, this is what I was talking about earlier with Battle Aces. Like, man, like, I like building a base. It's really fun. Just really like it. This fucking bug. I have an idea. All right. Sad Ivor. Distrust it. Alright, I solved it. Alright. There it is. No way. No way. Do we have panda lovers joining us today? Hold on, I'm getting disrupted with esports content. There we go. Side, it's a word transportation. Can't believe City Skylines without taking it seriously. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. But yeah, man. Like, I don't know, I just... Oh, shit. Alright, as long as you guys aren't diving at me. I literally am gonna fucking throw up. Run. Swap, run. Ah! Why are there so many fuckers? Ugh. Ways north. There we go. Alright, I think, ow. I love this huge dumb sword so much. Hey, Pokwala, I don't know what you're saying. I'm so sorry about the amount of F's. Do any of them just pop out of a wall? Can I just say, I think you should leave. It gets funnier every time I rewatch. Like, the more I rewatch those bits, the funnier they become, because you know what's coming. Mr. Madness, the DLC is, it's super straightforward. Oh. DLC's totally fine. You're gonna have a blast. Mishappens is what does Day and I do outside of gaming. And I mean that's most of what I do. Work on a game when I'm done working on it. Stream a little bit. Done with that. Sometimes I unwind playing some games. Silverhorn Tender. Are you alright, Sean? Well, I'm just feeling a little Silverhorn Tender today. A lot of corpses. Dude, it's funny. It's right above this abandoned alien village. Like, this is where the corpse pile was. Way up there. I mean, that's just so good. Charles says, how's the game you're making going? I'm not gonna say anything at all! How dare you ask me how it's going? God! Oh, I see a crab. Everyone get your crab law emotes out. Charles says, damn, had to try. See, look, I'm saving you and me pain. Saving you, but more importantly, me, pain. Because if I say to you, oh yeah, things are going well. And then a few months later, oh, things are a little challenging, but that's all right. And then a little while later, oh, things are going well. And all, like, even that simple and vacuous of an interaction, I've seen people read into that stuff way too much. I think that what might have been going wrong is this. For those of you that know, I've made one tweet once about the fact that our game studio is funded and exists, and that's it. You don't know anything else. And I like this because I would rather not say, in the future, imagine a game like blah. Because then we're going to get 100,000 well-intentioned people imagining 100,000 different things. And all of a sudden, I'm like, herding cats, you know, scooping, trying to get the cats to get scooped into the same way that I'm thinking. Then what happens if 3 months later, we do what any reasonable developer would do, which is we tried a thing, we tested it, didn't really pan out, so we changed it. Now we have something that's a little better. What should be good news suddenly turns into a communication problem. Guys, you know I told you to imagine in this direction? Well, guess what? I want you to imagine in a little bit of a different direction. And then all of a sudden the people that went, but hey, I'm imagining it and it works in my imagination. So why don't you just do the thing that seems to work up here? And the answer is, I tested it, and you need to trust my testing. Well, I don't know if I do. I really think that if you just tried harder, you know, then all of a sudden it's just like a huge mess. So what I'm intending to do is instead just dump granite onto my body and go slam against the wall in Elden Ring. But I do need to use the restroom, so I'm going to use the restroom real quick. And when I return, I'm just going to be doing things all Eldon wrong. Oh my golly gosh goodness. It's me. The stick and brick has returned, and what a crazy route we've done today. I mean, it looks like we haven't done anything, but we did beat the Fog Rift Catacombs because we tried to explore down in this way, and I just didn't find a way to get to this map. I don't know where it is. But I got all the way through the Fog Rift Catacombs, found a bunch of good stuff there. But then I discovered that this river actually goes deep underneath, and this Elak River downstream opens up underneath here to this entire underground red area. That is so sweet. So now here I am, going to explore this area. I'm excited. Oops, my mouse. Come on, mouse cursor. Alright. While this is happening, my wife's back in town, so we're gossiping about what food we should get for dinner. Oh, little crab lars. See you later. So that's where I came from. So I saw my crabby boy. Oh yeah, no, don't tell me. You know I love no spoilers. No joke spoilers either. There's a lot of people that think that they're making a joke, but actually what they do is they accidentally spoil. Killing crab babies. Dude, 475 souls? This economy is great. And if we're really in the mood to get super duper upset, we're strongly considering watching some more episodes of The Boys. Which has been a great, great, great show. But oh my god. So many scenes in that show are so upsetting. So maybe, just maybe, we can watch a good Korean drama. Now, I happen to know that one of the world's greatest K-drama recommendators, there's something behind the waterfall. I don't believe it. One of the world's greatest recommendators of K-dramas is watching live right now. Aren't you, Easy BFT? I'm gonna look like a real idiot if you're not here. You know, I feel like these little things are for descending, not for ascending. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna message him. All right. Broshington's is not a K-drama, but the 100 has been pretty good. Oh, that's where all the hot teenagers are humanity's last hope? Isn't that it? I mean, I don't know. Anyone in their late teens and 20s all just look like children to me. It's just a bunch of dolled up, made up children. we're all just like hot and hormonal and like killing each other, but like we're the future of humanity. No, we found a cavey. I don't believe it. Can you believe that? Rivermouth Cave. I mean, it's a CW show? No. Mishappen TV says, I thought your taste was better than easy to digest pop culture Korean stuff, Day 9. I love that stuff. If you look at me and think that I am sophisticated, I want to get pizza tonight. I want to get pizza. And I want to watch my pulpy stuff. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to go to whatever is on Netflix's top viewed movies and shows and go, all right, we can put this on. Chartle says, but you're bald. You must be sophisticated. Really? Is baldness associated with that? Kushi says Love Island. Oh, I absolutely watch Love Island. Are you kidding me? And that stinger. Whenever it's done with its... when the commercials are off. And that strongly accented lad that narrates everything. Oh, yeah. Akin Fox's Day 9 has much better self-control than me. If I saw a thing under the waterfall, I would have immediately gone there. The fact that he just hit that cave and walked away is insane to me. I am really good at self-control. That's something I'm very, very good at. Sigolina says, think Larry David sophisticated baldness. Larry David is not sophisticated at all. Love Larry David. Moldex with the 20 gifted subs. Oh my God, Moldex. 20 ball corner pocket. Moldex, 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 thank you. Thank you warmly, you sweetheart. That's twice in one day. That's 25 staying alive, the big 20. Stephen Thundus has dodged again easy. Well, hey, if you got those Bezos bucks, you can put that target right on your own heart. Thank you, Moldex. To what do we owe the great honor? I can't believe there's a cave here. I love caves. I wish the DLC had more catacombs. Dude, cave is definitely the theme of today. Oh, these are bad dogs, huh? I am ripped. Yeah, but I think that, like, I would not consider myself sophisticated in most regards. I would really not consider myself sophisticated. Like, I think very crass things are very, very, very funny. I love saying dumb things. Oh. I like shows and themes in shows that are very pulpy. I love romance. I love romantic books, romantic comedies. And I actually sometimes get annoyed when they try to make some other interesting plotting happen and romance is in there. No, let's get that in the forefront. And then poop jokes are funny. I talked about John Keeshan. There's 9 minutes of me laughing about John Keeshan jokes on my YouTube. It's literally 9 minutes of Day 9 laughing at John Keeshan. Roy Al Jellybean says educated rather than sophisticated. That's actually a great description of me. I love learning things. I love going really deep on topics. I love math. I loved my math major. I love my master's program. I like essay and persuasive writing. I love doing that sort of stuff. It's fantastic. And if you make a fart joke to me, I will howl. I will like my week will be made. Okay. All right. Well, do I want to follow the blood trail down? Follow the blood trail up. Follow the blood trail down. Mr. Madness says there's a video of Day 9 laughing at Day 9 I found years ago. Very sophisticated and very funny. You're gonna be real upset, Master Madness. Excuse me, Mr. Madness. You're actually gonna... This is as hard for me as it is for you. That video's fake. What is going on here? Is this you looking at me? Yeah, the video's fake. Someone took just this, like one long video of me laughing, cut it in half, and pictured it. And if you look in the comments, he says this is a fake video. Oh, let me take a closer look here. Oh, by the way, for those of you that don't know, this is how you actually get a Twitch partnership. This is what it looks like when you go to their office. Rhino 1394 says, it's over 2 years since I subbed to Day 9. I have to watch him stop every 10 feet to talk about how cool my favorite game is. It's good to be back. Heck yeah. And welcome back, Rhino. Love this. Mistress says, you know what? I knew it was. Still an amazing edit and brought me so much joy. Okay, thank goodness I'm relieved. By the way, this is why I love this sword so much. Massive swagger and the massive stagger. Not bad at all. Well, sometimes it's just nice to sit ankle deep in some blood with your pals. Oh, you're alive. I don't think backstabbing does more damage if you're two-handed. Do you have any tricks for going to bed on time? Honestly, melatonin. I just love melatonin. I take a very small amount of melatonin. Like, if you go to, like, some of these pharmacies, they have, like, the most insane, like, 10 milligram melatonin pills. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. So I... Oh! I take a very small amount. I try to take like under 1 milligram 90 minutes before I go to bed. Dr. says, resident doctor here, not medical advice, but lower doses of melatonin, 1 to 3 milligrams, more helpful than larger doses in inducing sleep. Yeah, because, like, again, as a unbelievably... Ooh, I got a fork. As an unbelievably not medical man, I want to note that, like, I read something that, like, if you take a lot of melatonin, it actually doesn't help you go to bed. It'll just give you nightmares. Oh yeah, I got a fork. Oh my god, just like stabby, stabby, stab. Big stabby. So like because I remember when I was in like college, I was like, oh, I'm having a hard time sleeping. Let me take some melatonin. And I took like 2 5 milligram things because that's what it said to do on the pill bottle, and I just had crazy nightmares. It was terrible. And I also slept really poorly and I was super groggy the next day. And someone recommended, like, literally, you know, I think like Trader Joe's has like small amount, like 0.5 milligram, and I would like bite it in half. And that's what I've been doing. So I take like a very small amount. And that really helps me. Well, time to get my boss load out. Oops. Oh, Steak America. Didn't I just... Oh, this time didn't. Sword is, or the shield is so good. It's actually so sweet to see these different enemies using similar spells to each other. Like that spell. I don't know, I just think that's cool. It's also efficient in terms of like making art assets. Hey, there's the bleed. Oh, if I should just stay close, I can avoid it as well. I'm gonna get out of this corner. I can't see shit. Nice. Bloodfiend Hexer's Ashes. Man, they give you great spirit ashes in this game. This is amazing. Okay. So, actual backseat question. When I do this, does it respawn the enemies? I don't think I've ever actually tested this. Let's find out. I want to say it doesn't. Wow, look at that, it does. He has a 50-50 on the nose and the S's. Yeah, so the enemies did respawn. That's kind of interesting. Classic chat. Half of you said yes, half of you said no. So many were wrong. Yesn't. Dude, do you guys remember Yesn't? That was so goofy. That's right. You know, I will stab all dogs. Weirdest stab I've ever done. Dogs in the head. Future Vasses leave one alive to mourn. Well, found the serial killer. Choose the dog or suffer. Isn't that what they said in Mindhunter? Like, 3 signs you're a serial killer. You like torture small animals, you wet the bed, and you leave one dog alive in the cave of dogs in Elden Ring. I mean, we'll never know because I never made a 3rd season, but... And how the hell do I get over there? Wait a whole ass what? Wait. What? Because this is the cave that we fell into. What? Because now I'm really wondering if I'm missing something. Huh. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. How do we get in there? Okay, I have some ideas. But first, we're going to go ahead and continue to Endurance Max. We're getting relatively close. I think, like, one more level. And we should be able to hold everything that we want and still medium roll. I don't think I'm missing anything here. Huh. Okay. I can't believe this dog can stagger me. Very weird stuff here. What am I doing? something here. Huh. Fuck do I get up here? So maybe there's something up in this area. So maybe I go across this little thing and wander up here, and maybe I can get to it from this side. This is the thing that makes sense to me. See, it feels like there's something over here. All right. Interesting stuff. I'm going to return back to what I was doing. Go ahead and turn my pants on. We're going to exit here. Yeah. Oh, chat, you're being so great and responsible. You're not spoiling anything for me. I love it. Alright, I think it's just time to go into the waterfall. Because this is where we wanted to go anyways. We wanted to head north through here. The physicist of Sean's chat is crazy respectful. Dude, it's so true. I mean, I even need to hit this in a bit. Oh my god. Hold on, hold on. We're determining a dinner order. Oh. Oh my god, there's nothing in here? Uh-oh. What are we doing video games? Huh. This is strange. This is really strange. So I went all the way up here. What? I went all the hell the way up here? And I what? What? Huh. So there's no notable outlets here? Really? I went all the way up this on a wild goose chase? Damn. Alright. Oh, does it? Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Increases stamina recovery speed? Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Did you hit my thing? Alright, let's burn out our bar. Alright, let's roll away a little bit, and let's watch it fill up. Okay. Alright, where's my guys? Okay. Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay, so I feel like I have declared that I'm done here, and if I ever want to come back, I can always come to here. So I'm going to go here because I want to see how fast my stamina recovery is. As an actual backseat question, can we, is there a way to see where my stamina recovery number is? Actual backseater, actual backseat question. Get your backseats out, my friends. All right. I'm just gonna... Oh, no, 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 no. That's insanely fast. That is insanely fast. I am the turtle god. I am the turtle god. Okay, and I don't think I have any ability to do anything more here. Because this... Because the Great Jar's Arsenal, the Erdtree's Favor +2, and Radagon's Source Seal are all things that are contributing to my stamina maxing. Now, I shaved off half a pound, so I'm now one level out from being able to get everything. Okay, so let's begin exploring up in this area. So now I can remove these in my meticulous exploration plans. Let's check it out. Oh, actually, here. Yeah, I need Radagon's Source Seal for my stamina and other requirements. This is the reason I can medium roll. It's because I have, like, every single thing that lets me build stamina in the whole game. You know, I will say, I think that this game is beautiful, but at night, I do think it is too dark. Actually, you know what, let me... I'm just going to pass time until it's daytime. Because, like, I mean, I couldn't even see underneath. Like, dude, when I was going down in this cave, it literally was pitch black. And then I went during the daytime, and I could see everything amazingly. Because one thing I love about this DLC compared to the base game is it's using even more bright colors at times. See, this is just so much better. Probably doesn't help to have lights in your face. Yeah, the lights are just like making my pupils dilate, and I'm looking at a dark, dark screen. Oh, it's so horrible. Oh yeah, someone asked about guard counters earlier. In this game, guard counters are really easy when you block. For quite a while after you block, you have the opportunity to... Is there anything on this? Huh. It never occurred to me that maybe I could actually jump around on these. Maybe there's some sort of weird secret there. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyways, the important thing is that if someone hits you and you're blocking, you can then press your R2, normally your heavy attack, and you can smash and do just, it's called a guard counter. And you do so much damage. So I'm looking for weird other cave entrances. Frankly, because I'm a little annoyed about my inability to find this cave. I mean, maybe it's some sort of cave entrance here. Maybe you come from this area and you can enter in when you, like, walk across like that. But I don't know. Crumbles on. I don't really use any of the flask of massive Fizzgig, whatever it is that it's called. Oh my God! Look at this. I didn't even know that this was here. Because last time I ran through here, it was like so dark. Going down here and seeing the giants. I'm going to kind of rub up against this cliff face, see if there's anything in here. And I'm pretty sure I've been there. Yeah, I went all the way up there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go over here now. Heck yeah. Look at this inviting path downward. So this dumps me down this way, which we don't have any evidence that there's anything useful there, but what can you do? You got to go look. You got to look. Please tell me it enters here and dumps me out there. That would be so satisfying. There's nothing here? This is the first time Miyazaki has personally betrayed me. What the what? Are you joking me? Oh, there's collectibles here that I can use to craft stuff? Oh my god. Brennan says, Dan, I've heard a lot of people say the God of War, roguelike DLC, allowed them to experiment with playstyles. Stupid Twitch is panning down. Allowed them to experiment with playstyles they otherwise never would have. Do you think Elden Ring could benefit from a similar mode that offers a shorter gameplay loop, allowing players to experiment with diversity and buildcraft without the intimidation? We're starting a whole campaign of burning larval tears. I mean, honestly, what do I think about that? Like, by the way, my mug is really cool. My some of you know my friend Cena, who made the game The Imposter King that we showed off on air. This is a mug from his game, the card The Fool. He sent it to me for my birthday. Yeah. But, you know, I kind of think okay, so I have two different ways I'm going to answer this question. One is going to be a helpful, thoughtful way that I actually think. The other is me going to be losing my mind, okay? Hey, what do you think about a roguelike mode where instead of me just devoting all of my time to stamina maxing one build like I do here with 85 endurance and 70 strength, what if, oops, hold on, there is an ability that I completely forgot to take a look at. I'm gonna go on this rant in a moment. I just forgot that I picked up a thing. There was that spell that the guy oozed me. You know what I'm saying? The guy oozed on me. What was that spell when the ooze went on my head? How do I sort this? Remember when I was in, where is it? God, fuck! Hold on. Recent items. It's not here. Actually backseat me. I need to know where this thing is. I need to know what this thing is. I need to know. When I was in, hold on, I'm gonna answer this question in a second, but when I was in here, I was like, ooh, I killed the 2 dudes. I'm gonna go pick up this item, and I picked it up and an ooze fell on my head. And the ooze fell on my head. I don't remember what the thing that I got was. I don't even look. What was it? What was the thing? It was like electrify or something? Electrocharge? Yeah, like where do I find that? Yeah! 30 faith calls down lightning to charge body with electricity. Yo! I'm gonna equip this once I get a little bit more faith. I'm gonna finish endurance maxing, and I'm gonna absolutely praise be to the divine electrocharge, baby. Yes, 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 yes. Sort by order of acquisition. Well, guess what? If I hit this and then I click that, oh, it's right fucking there. Oh my god, fuck. I thought I did that. I thought I did that already. I sure showed you. Well, this is why I get no credibility. I can tell. This is why I get no credibility. People are like, well, no wonder D9, he's a bad gamer. It's because of shit like this. I just thought I did it already, all right? Back off. I thought I did the thing. I didn't do the thing, but I thought I did. All right, you know what, Rhino? Let me answer your question with a lot more pain, because it's something painful that just happened. This is what's known as incorrectly attributing my anger to something that didn't cause it, but let me answer your question. The question was, hey, Sean, what do you think about a roguelike mode where you play through a short kind of Elden Ring, and then you can try out different types of stats. You can play around. You don't have to be an endurance maxing buffoon as you are doing in this video game, Day Night. You could do something else. And on one hand, here's my reasonable answer. I think that sounds like a reasonable idea, and also, it's work. It's just a lot of work. You can't just slap in roguelike stakes with Elden Ring combat and items and just expect it to work right away. You might run into weird things like, well, we need to make the stats grow really quickly to make sure that you have access to all the various things. But then you might spend more of your time leveling and trying to figure out, oh, do I want like 12 of this and 8 of that, or like 10 of this and 5 of this and 5 of this? I don't know. Like, all of a sudden, the mathematical computation-y side, where you have a lot of spread on each level-up decision, can get a little overwhelming. Elden Ring is very slow, so you get to say things like, I want to work towards that item. And then you spend 5 hours grinding levels and killing things, going to 40 strength, 43, and then to 47, and finally 50, and I can equip my Runes Greatsword, yay! And then I pick one thing as my goal. I can imagine just with the stat system alone, and the sort of breakpoints that you need to equip certain items, the breakpoints you need to equip certain spells, those moments where you're actually doing the, how do I want to level myself up, could get too overwhelming if they don't rethink how they want to do the scale. So, again, my point is not this is a bad idea. My statement is, that seems cool, but I think there would be some work that would be needed in order for it to become good, and there's no guarantee that it would become good after that work. That's my reasonable answer. I just made an ass out of myself in the menu, so let me give you a different kind of answer, okay? Why do all these people with social media accounts keep going, wow, this is the best game ever made, but you know what? I have an idea where they do all the fucking work. Why? Would you just let them keep making generational titles in peace? Do we have to make every game every kind of mode? You know what I think this would also be great? With like a PvP 6 versus 6 bonkin' game where you push a cart. I think we could merge Overwatch with Elden Ring, and I think it would be great. What do you think about that, Day 9, or this roguelike mode? Hey, why don't we just try to slam out a brand new mode? I mean, come on, let's do Elden Ring Royale while we're at it. Damn right, Halden. You know what? Let's actually put everyone on motorcycles, because when I was a kid, I played a game called Road Rash, and I think Elden Ring Road Rash would be cool. What do you think about that? Is it really reasonable for you and I, people that don't fucking work at FromSoft? FromSoft isn't even asking us what we think about it. Isn't it a little shitty for us to sit here and go, great news, Miyazaki, we've come up with a task list. You're gonna love it. There's gonna be challenges there, and I want you to know, we trust that you'll figure out the solutions. No, I don't think it's a good idea, because I just want them to keep making games that are as good as Elden Ring. I don't want them to get any distractions at all. I just want them to keep making games that fuck. This game is so good. And guess what? I'm playing the DLC to the first game. I'm playing more of this. No distractions, no roguelike modes, no, I'm doing another Elden run tonight. How long until I'm done? Certainly within 45 minutes. Like, no. I'm in unbounded gameplay territory here, and I couldn't be happier. So, there's your answer. And Rhino says you're making a roguelike mode. That's awesome. Like, as a mod for this game? Oh, let me yawn. I betrayed the fact that I'm not that passionate about what I just ranted about, huh? Oh, hey guys. Yep, Elden Ring mod. Yeah, I mean, that sounds really interesting. What? Oh, there you are. Taking a swig. Oh yeah, I love shields. I'm a super big shield user. What hit me? Oh, I see. I see. I freaking see. There's a nearby Steak America? All right. Very well. No fucking way. Sweet. So now the question is, how do I get in? Only turn on my pants. I love steak. Yeah, you're gonna love taking a trip to the most USA-focused steak place, Steak America. See, I just love this sword. Just slamming people's heads down. And you know, when I originally played with this sword, I had no idea how good great swords were going to become after they patched them up. I think it's... Oh, it just lets you drink it. Oh, I get more stamina. I don't get this. Oh, I think those... Wait, more. See anything over here. Chance to kind of look around a little bit. Hey. Oh gosh, Sean, did you see the Gladiator 2 trailer? There's a Gladiator 2? Does anyone have a new idea? Have we gotten to the end of ideas? And we're just doing the same shit again and again? Is that what's happening? The Bone Shark. The Bone Shark. The Bone Shark. Shrek 5 was announced? Are you kidding me? There's no money in risk? I actually think not taking risks is risky. As I think the risk is. Okay, so how on earth do I... Oh, you fucking... Oh. Mm-hmm. Don't think I'm not doing it. Traveling to High Road Cross, is that okay? I see. Mars Thunderbird says I wasn't interested in Gladiator 2 till I saw Denzel was in it. Now I'm very interested. Yeah, I think Denzel Washington fucking owns. I don't remember where that teleports me. Ah, that's right. It teleports me way over here. Stab your dog, stab yourself. Okay, so... Ah, yes. Allow me to clear out the way for these bastards. Alright, so we're gonna do this, 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 and then go in. Yeah, yeah. I didn't see him, I just heard him. Dennis Muldoon, I remember hearing that Russell Crowe had been trying to get Gladiator 2 made for decades. And one time he had his friend named Cave write a script. Cave came up with a script where Crowe was like fighting his way through hell. It sounded badass. It's okay, I'll just keep stabbing your horse. Dude, my stamina regenerates insanely fast. Oh yeah, Prometheus. Was Prometheus good? Because I remember that Prometheus was bad, but sweet. That's what I remember about Prometheus. But, like, I don't know. My opinions on things tend to just slowly shift and change over time. And also, there's something that I've found with horror, specifically, where horror, there are very different expectations. Let me actually try this again. I'll try this again. Here I go. Round 2, fight. Wait, I can just jump across? Just jump from here to there? Oh. Sick. If you have a romantic comedy... Also, by the way, Ed, I don't know if you saw my message. Can you give me some K-Drama Rex? In Discord. Some of the ones that you said before, I want to just, like... Because I can, like, scroll back through and find the different times we've talked about it, but, like, I really want a K-Drama rec tonight that's fun and funny. Anyways. Okay. So, every single thing... Oh, I can't make this jump at all, can I? Every single movie, show, media, there's always expectations you're trying to set the person up for. Which is, like, frankly, I think in a lot of ways, just as critical as the creative work itself. Oh yeah, there's that enormous tree. So, for instance, if there's a romantic comedy where there's, you know, the two protagonists, the male and female lead, you expect them to get together in the end. And it's one of the reasons that is compelling to watch is because it's the story of how they will get together. No one sits you down at the start of the 15-episode romantic TV show and says, hey, these people are going to get together. I just want you to know, okay? I want you to know that they're going to get together. No, it's implicit. It's the fact that it is this genre that just makes you go, oh, yeah, okay, great. I know what I am getting myself into. Glom. Super. What is this one called? This is the Skidoo Atlas West. Wait, what? Fuck do I get down here? Okay, I need to figure out a way down here before I can make this point. How do I use myself with down? There it is. Alright, there's some more down I can use. Okay, a little bit more down. So I actually kind of navigated this way. And that 5 is right over there. Great, so I can actually... I'm going to ask myself the question, can I get there later? I think the answer might actually be no. There's the Stake America, implying that I'm in the right place. Yeah. Fog Rift Fort. Okay. Now that I'm here, allow me to say this. For every single kind of media, you're managing expectations. So you might have something like, I'm watching a romantic comedy, this genre communicates these two people are going to get together, kind of via the genre, not via the show itself stating it. And I mean, part of the reason is, if you watch a movie where it's two people not getting together, that sucks a very high percentage of the time. In like, oh, I actually took damage in between there. That's bad. What? All right. Oh, I had my cerulean flask out. Oh, I'm a dumbass. And I think that, like, with something like horror sometimes also creates different expectations, where in a lot of horror movies, things turn out terribly at the end. And kind of similarly, I've heard people be like, yeah, no, the horror movie was really good, but then, like, everyone turned out okay in the end and it sucked. You know what? This one's gonna be a little better here, because I can break the block. Oh my god, my controls! Oh my god. And I think that there's times when I'm watching a movie and I don't know if it's like a horror where everything's going to turn out poorly in the end, or like there's a romantic comedy movie that I'm not going to mention because people will be like, you spoiled it for me, didn't I know? Where I thought that it was going to be the story of them getting together. And then when they didn't get together in the end, I was pissed off. And then when I rewatched it with that knowledge, I really enjoyed it. Because I just kind of understood what I was getting into. Or like the movie Sin City. I hated that movie the first time I saw it. And now it's like one of my favorite movies ever. April says, I bet I can guess the movie you're talking about. Okay. Alright, I'll allow it. I'll DM you. Good. You can actually type it in chat. I don't care that much. Yep, that's the one, Avo Koala. God, you're so good. How are you that good? You're so good. You're unbelievable. Yeah, I didn't like that movie. And then I rewatched it and I was like, actually, it's pretty good. I didn't think it was great, though. I was just like, all right. Through the wall. Wow, someone is a great sword user in the engineering team. Mesmer Soldier's Axe. And there's even other, you know, like one of my favorite movies ever is called Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal. God, that feels so good. I really love that movie. And I mean, like, this is not actually a spoiler because it is obvious. Like, almost immediately when watching it, you realize that Jake Gyllenhaal is a psychopath. And it's just a story of following a psychopath. And it's compelling because you have no idea what the heck's gonna happen. But, like, you're not really rooting for him. You're not rooting for good stuff to happen. You're not rooting for bad stuff to happen. You're just watching something. Or, like, the movie Joker was also like that. Like, Joker is not a person to be revered. nor is it someone to feel sorry for. No, you know, you're just like, whoa, I'm just watching this, man. But like a lot of times when there's movies, if I have a certain expectation, like, oh, they're gonna get together, everyone's gonna be so happy, and it doesn't happen that way. I'm like, man, this movie like sucked, man. Wow, this is actually way more intricate than I would have thought, this little fort. What? Did he just literally... He just tongue me? Am I getting tongued from Black Knight Gorilla? Oh, that's bad. Uh-oh. I'm so lucky. See, this is why I love this dang sword. It just staggers so much. See, look, I can just bang, 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 bang. And then look at how fast my stamina regens now. This is so satisfying. Bam, bam, 80,000 souls in the bank. My God, Black Steel Great Shield. Hold on. Order of acquisition. Man, they give you a lot of items in this game. It literally weighs more, but it has 85. It has 85 holy resistance. Whoa, what does my current thing have? 75 holy resistance. Wait, what? It's not heavier. Oh, it's lighter. No, no, no. It's... I'm already at 75 holy. Never mind. This is the greatest shield of all time. This shield is so good. I misread when I saw the blue. I was like, oh my God, it's even heavier because, and then here, this is the most fucked up thing you're gonna hear me say all day. When I saw the blue, I went, hell yeah, it's heavier because the heavier it is, the better for my build. Any other ways through? This game has so many jump scares in it. So many jump scares. A lot of smithing stuff here. I should go back to the round table. I wonder if there's a way to get into this thing, or if there even is anything valuable up here. I mean, I can go back to Skidoo Tree Atlas West and see, but for now I'm just going to descend into the fort. I mean, that's a pretty big drop. Here I come. Interesting ways to go. By the way, I've said this tip a few times. But every time I do, someone goes, oh my god. You can see that, like, I have Bestial Vitality as this spell, and this is the main spell I use to heal myself. And then I have, like, a buff that lets me deal more damage. I have one that removes my various, debuffs, and so on. So sometimes what happens is when you're going through a list of stuff, you want to go back to the first one. If you hold the button, you'll see it flash red. See how it flashed red there? That just resets it. So, like, you can put your health flasks in the first position, and if I put a bunch of stuff in here that I don't necessarily want, like, sometimes this can happen where you're, like, way deep in here and you want your health potions, I just hold down, bam. Down, 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 hold down, bam. Hold down, bam. Hold down, bam. So this is why I'm able to constantly set myself up in reasonable situations pretty quickly, is because I just have this on my Bestial Vitality, a healing spell, and my Crimson Tears on the default setting. So the more you know, there you go. That's a short right there. That's going on YouTube. Alright. I heard something. Feels so good. All right. I knew this huge block of granite was the right thing to do. Serpent Flail. Ooh. So I need more faith, but that's okay. I can always get a little more of that. Oh, what? Alright, well, that's not a giant sword or a pokey stick, so I guess that's that for me. Can I just say this is the perfect example of exactly the type of gameplay design that I want in, like, every game I ever play? It was a fun little place to find. There's a simple little go up here and then go down here. There was a little mini boss. There's a cool item. This is amazing. That was amazing. Hold on. All right, look at that. All right, so let's see. Can I... So, first things first, Wait a minute. Wait. Watch this. And if I look... Okay, wait, watch. Oh my god. Is it time? Sort by attack power. Okay, look at my load. Still heavy. Dude, I must be so close, though. I must be so close. Hold on. Wait. Phone, do math. Do mathematics. Calculator. Okay. 132.3 divided by 188.5. 70. It's 0.70. Don't you need to be at 70? Don't you need to be at 70? Isn't it 70? I thought it was 70%. What? I thought 70% is when you went from fat roll to medium roll. Oh, it must be less than 70%? Oh my god, it needs to be under 70%. That's completely obvious. What literally is the matter with me? Oh my god, this sucks. Today's ruined. Tomorrow, we endurance max. God, of course I need to be at 69.9. At all 69 point times. Okay. So how can I get over to here? Oh shit. Keep the souls on them. Alright. Man. That's a very generous spot. Can't make this jump. So probably I need to go all the way up here. And then go across this bridge here. Because, I mean, I bet that is what I'm looking at over there. Yeah. Alright. Huh. Well, golly. Alright, well, here's what we're gonna do, and I'm devastated. I'm going to now sprint through the fort. Because I still feel like it can't be that I've explored everything in this area. It can't be. And I only have 15 more minutes, because then it's pizza and K-drama time. This is how I'm going to deal with all my problems. Gosh, you know, I love the design of this little fort. I'm driving up to the fort again, and I'm like, yeah, this fort was awesome. What K-drama are we watching? I mean, I'm going to find out. This recent boss fight was the Tongue Knight in the fort. So, I've done everything there. There's these little peckers that are in here, so I'm gonna get this. I recommend True Beauty. Is it on Netflix, or do I have to get Vicky out again? But also, Rhino, there was the, the Fester Fiend, whatever it is. I think it's Viki now. It used to be on Netflix. I think my Viki subscription ended. That's right. This thing continues to descend. I mean, it might actually just be the Fog Rift Catacombs or where I wind up. But I really want to mentally check this area off from my little mental checklist. Because, I mean, it's so difficult to see. Super foggy. Reminds me of that area in Dark Souls 2. So I actually am suspecting that there's only this catacomb here. Hey. Wow, that bear was a lot less difficult than I anticipated. Oh, this is actually it. This is all that's here? Oh my god, fine. I guess I'll just go there then. I don't believe it. All I did was tease myself today. All I did was tease myself. This is the worst. Alright, well, whatever. Because, like, here, this was a big tease because there was stuff that I couldn't get in. Or, no, this wasn't a tease. This was awesome. Going all the way up this area to this Rivermouth cave, this was a tease. Went all the way through here to the Elak River downstream, and then I stopped. And then I, like, did this fort. That's pretty cool. Oh, my God. I don't believe it. You know what? I might need to make myself go to a big, juicy, exciting, enticing castle. 2 points. I like to just kind of poke my head around and just kind of see what's up and about. This game is pretty enough that, like, just not being on the horse that much is my general mode of transportation that I enjoy. You know what's crazy to me? There's someone out there that heard, man, I hear this Elden Ring game is pretty cool. I'm gonna check it out. And they're gonna get it with the DLC in a bundle. And can you imagine what that would feel like? All right, Ed, you got it. Ed, I'm going to call you when I go pick up that pizza, you know. Because I'm going to leave in 10 minutes. I'm in Church of the Crusade.
Thou shalt not evade the flame of Messmer.
Great. Look how fast my fucking stamina regens. Whoopsies. Me too. What the fuck was that? What a little goofy hop.
Behold, I have excised another cancer to thy joy.
I'm gonna earn this pizza. Dude, look at the embers in the air. Look at the visual beauty of this game. This is just ridiculous. What's so funny is that, like, literally getting stance broken doesn't really matter a high percentage of the time against bosses and shit. You get stance broken, but you'll take some hits. But typically it doesn't happen. Is you get stance broken, and then get instantly one shot. You are fucking this fucking game. Get me the fuck out of here. Fucking bad dogs. Bad dogs! Bad. Lock onto the dog. Stab the dog. Take a drink. Fucking. What is this guy? What, he just keeps running out at me. Run. Give me my souls. Oh my god, I forgot I have, like, no souls. Alright. Alright, Fire Knight Queeline. This fucking little asshole guy.
Another cancer to thy joy.
All right. No, this is it. This is the next where this is the run. Davey Gunface is Elden Ring's most brutal game ever made. You need to play StarCraft 1, my friend. Oops, turn on my pants. All right. Third time's a charm. You know what? I'm gonna go big. Okay, this kind of stupid haircut. Stupid haircut is really what we should name this YouTube segment. I know, this is what's harder, Brood War or Dota 2? Well, first of all, it's great to see I Annihilate, man. North America's last hope for the mid lane. That's a difficult question to answer succinctly because here's the thing. The pathing of the Dragoon, where you say, go from A to B, and it's like, I'm gonna go to C, is identical to trying to play with anyone in Dota 2. Where you're like, alright, let's go this way, let's get Roche, and they just keep farming the jungle. They just have Dragoon pathing, that's all that's happening.
Thou shalt not evade the flame of Messmer.
I solved it. I did it. I did it. I'm the best player. Prayer room key. I did this. Like, I have an idea. Just bam, bam, bam. It's just like Daddy, the other kindergartner's bullying me. Well, let Daddy get his large granite sword. We will beat that bully into the ground. He's gonna look like flattened goo when we're done with him. Thanks, Dad. Prayer room key. Prayer room key. Huh. Prayer room key. There's so much to explore. It's so good. I just think that this is the most marvelous experience. There's going to be someone out there that goes, let me try out this Elden Ring thing. They're going to play all the way through it. They're going to do Crumbling Farum Azula. They're going to beat the Elden Beast, and then they're going to go give a high five to Miquella and port to here. I mean, this could be like a solid month of someone's life just getting up and playing this game for 8 hours and just keeps delivering, keeps delivering, keeps delivering. It's crazy. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be live at 1. I got a short stream on Wednesday, and then I got a long stream on Thursday.